Hi there guys, welcome to another video. So today I wanted to give a quick overview of the Joan of Arc Compendium. I've seen a few rumblings online saying that people aren't happy with it and maybe it hasn't got much content. I would disagree. I think it just depends on the content that you're looking for and in kind of what is going to be most interesting to you. So I'm just going to give you a quick look at it. You can form your own opinions. I personally like it. So let's have a look. So what do we get in the Compendium? So welcome to the Compendium. The Latin word compendium designates a compilation of knowledge, which perfectly describes this book you're holding in your hands. Thanks to the different game elements compiled here, you will be able to enrich your experience with Time of Legends Joan of Arc however you see fit. Okay, so again, I'm not going to be going through it extensively, but I'll give you a brief kind of look through it. So we've got an introduction, we've got a lot of artwork, which takes up more or less almost half of the book, and that introduces us to the various artists and what they contributed to the game. Then we've got a soldier's tale, which we'll get to in a minute, just to have a quick look. Then we've got some painting guides, which are for the Tarrasque, Foot Knights, Shields, Joan de Luxembourg, John II, and then a gallery of miniatures so you can see other paint schemes that have been used on them. Then we've got Heraldry for the English and the French Knights. Then we've got a guide to creating your own 3D battlefield. Then we've got No Harm, and then we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 scenario campaign. So if I take you through it, when it says that it's a art book, it's not just an art book. It gives us some of the artwork as well as the history behind some of these characters. Which is good. The Black Prince I think is very interesting. Well worth the read. Right, so this is the core of the art. And you can see there's a lot in there. Now this is really going to help me specifically to get my paint schemes down and work out what I'm going to do with a lot of this stuff. And again, more paintwork towards the end, giving us some more history and lore. So yeah, so I like that. I like it a lot. Then we move on to A Soldier's Tale, which is a story going through someone's experiences, but it's not, it's not based on fact. It brings us through all sorts of different parts of the potential war from the setting that's been created within the game, not historically. Then we've got painting guides, so they've got the Tarrasque, which is good. And we have got Foot Knights as well as, showing us how to paint shields and that kind of thing. Spectral Flames, which are on the Ghost Warriors, a very interesting way to paint things like dragons, so that's good. And then we've got our gallery of all of the miniatures, the main miniatures from the game. So this is going to help us to work out how we're going to paint our own, which is very good. Right, now here's what I found really interesting and helpful for when I'm going to be sorting my game. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be breaking down all the expansions to kind of like for like content. So I'm going to keep all of my early French, late French, early English, late English, all those different battle mode armies. I'm going to keep them all together, which means I'm going to require some way to be able to identify a lot of them and a lot of the stuff that's and get the correct emblems on shields and that kind of thing. It's also going to give me an easy way to find out who is fighting for who, because if you didn't know, many years ago, including around about this time, one of the main languages spoken in England was French anyway. So there was a lot of, or a kind of an adaptation of French. So you will see that there are English characters that have got very French looking names. So again, This is going to help us to decipher some of that stuff. And so, sorry, what I was saying was I'm going to be storing all of my like-for-like miniatures for battle mode together. So I'm going to be creating trays to put all my different factions in and that kind of thing. And this is going to help me to do that as well. So, and here's all our English knights. And then we've got the next bit, which is to create our own 3D battlefield. This is something I won't do, but it does look interesting and it looks very cool as well. Yeah, so it's nice. Then we've got No Harm Done, which is another story. Right, and then we've got I won't go through all of the details, but then we've got Joan of Arc's Destiny, which is a campaign. And part of that campaign, I hope I'm not spoiling anything, but it's when she's visiting Shinon, and that is played on its own individual map, which is here. And you'll find out information on how that works in the scenario itself. So I like the compendium. I think it's good. So what else could be in there? More scenarios, maybe, potentially. More painting guides, maybe. But yeah, I personally like it. Let me know what you think of it. If you like the compendium and you like the look of the scenarios and that kind of thing that are there, let me know. Let me know how you get on with your battle reports for how you play them. But yeah, I think it's a very good addition to the game. Very good to refer to. You know, who was that person? What did they do? A lot of that information's in here, so it's well worth a look. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe if you want more Joan of Arc stuff, paint guides and all that kind of thing. And yeah, I shall catch up with you soon. Thanks very much. See ya.